Hello everyone!
Hello!
Greetings!
Ren running into shot. Welcome to the...
Res Jogo Noto at this.
Welcome to season 4 of Anime Amigos.
That means we... Good God, we have more seasons than most anime.
Yeah. We've been through our training arc. I mean, we haven't actually. We're just here for the new season.
Now we're in the tournament arc.
Yeah, now we're in the tournament
On the new channel.
No, the tournament arc is when we do anime fights.
Yes, and I win for the third year.
Yeah, and fucking Reese somehow.
Keep telling yourself that.
Okay.
Well, it's been true the past 2 years.
I know, it's bullshit. I should have won last year. I'm still salty about that. I will win this year.
Excuse me, I was the closest to beating him.
I would have won if I'd been able to argue my Bleach argument.
For those new to the channel, I'm Calvin Atkinson, the nerd consultant, the Pokemon Pug, and for this week only, the Knight of the Wind.
Hey.
I'm Reese, the Gundam Guru.
I'm Ren, the JoJo Genius. Got the right order this time.
I'm Elliot, the Vanguard Vagrant, and as you said, welcome back to the Anime Amigos, where the four village idiots obsessed with big anime titties have an argument, end up having a mental breakdown, featuring King's Game, foot fetish, and more than one occasion where we say the word cunt. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Good night, YouTube. This was broadcastable at one point.
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking about our two films that came out over the last month since we did our last one. We got Sonic the Hedgehog, and we've got Dragon Quest: Your Story that came on Netflix. Which we'll talk a bit about that. But let's start. Sonic came out first, so we'll start with that one.
Well, I mean, not in Japan. Dragon Quest came out first in Japan.
Did it?
Yeah,
When did that
came out? When did it come out?
Like August, wasn't it, last year?
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Came out that early?
Yeah, it took ages for it to get out here. We'll talk a bit about that when we get to it. But Sonic came out over here first, so we're going to talk Sonic first. I mean, it's the film I've been most excited to see this year. I mean, the guy with the Sonic shirt and the Sonic amiibo and well, where is it? It's somewhere around here. I've got a Sonic cushion around here.
I think
His Sonic dildo.
yeah, it's Reese. Reese is sitting on it.
His Sonic foot replica.
When is that joke gonna die?
It's
Get
not.
my amiibo.
However, I will say, you remember... I'm not going to spoil it yet.
There was a foot sequence.
Yeah, there was a bit where I just thought, oh god, they're actually going to show his foot, are they?
I do not have a foot fetish.
Callan,
The more you say you do, the more we'll joke about
Cal
it.
in the cinema was just like, unzip.
Put the hedgehog back where he belongs.
People!
Oh, he's over there, isn't
Hello, security, someone's doing a Pee Wee Herman.
it? It's okay, it's that Sonic foot sequence. It's entirely reasonable. We understand.
Shut the fuck up, all of you. Oh, fuck.
Oh, if only it was Shadow.
But here's the thing, though. I wanted a Sonic movie since I was like 6, 7 years old, I'd say. When I first, when I saw all these video game movies coming out, like the Mario Brothers came out, and then it was things like Prince of Persia and all that. And every time I was like, this is all well and good, but when are we getting Sonic the Hedgehog?
We did get like a couple, like Sonic movies.
Yeah, we got the Sonic OVA.
Yeah,
That
well we got like anime ones.
Yeah.
Which is the Sonic OVA.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really like. I mean, I don't actually like the Sonic OVA. I'm gonna put it right out there.
I think they're hilariously bad. I won't say they're so bad they're good, but I mean just the voice acting's hilarious in it.
I want to find the person who cast Tails in that movie, and just and that's what the hell they were thinking.
Yeah, I want to find the people who cast the Mario Brothers in that Mario OVA.
Everyone. I think it's like the actual live action movie, and everyone was just really drunk.
I don't think I feel like making Mario Brothers into a movie like doesn't work as well with Sonic because like Mario is just an Italian plumber. Like you can't really do anything much with that beyond like introduce psychotropic mushrooms.
And I think it's rather telling that the next Mario movie that we are getting is going to be animated and done by Illumination Pictures.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just an Italian guy.
Oh no, not Illumination.
Wait.
They're the guys behind.
They're the guys who made Minions
and Secret Life of Pets.
I mean, they made incredibly popular films.
Incredibly popular doesn't mean good.
Yeah, no, I agree, but even so, you can't discount the impact that those films.
Yeah,
have.
no, and some of their films, but at the same time, anytime I see one of their films, I just think it's passable. Like their version of The Grinch, just passable.
I say the only really good films they've done are the Despicable Me films, and that's just because of Gru.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually quite glad the next Minions movie is going to actually be just young Gru and the Minions.
What's the studio?
I have a bad feeling.
Hotel Transylvania and Cloud of the Chance of Meatballs. Because if they had it, like they do.
They do good films. They do good films.
But I think everyone thought when Sonic's been. Let's talk about the movie before we give our thoughts on it.
Yeah, let's give the history of the movie.
Well, it's been a very troubled production because it originally was going to be done by Sony.
Yeah.
They never got any, and originally Tim Miller was on to direct it. He, for whatever reason, he fell through as well as Sony, and he went to a producing credit. I actually think it would have been interesting to see if he'd actually directed that film. Then Paramount got their hands on it. We got Jeff Fowler was announced to direct it. He's not directed a film prior to this. He's an effects guy. He worked on Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, that film.
So he knows effects. So I thought, okay, well he's not directed a film, but he knows effects.
And then we got the first poster.
The first poster.
What the fuck was that?
We were really worried, and then we got the trailer.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And it got such a negative backlash that it then got pushed back to a Valentine's Day release. It was meant to come out November 2017.
The most romantic film of the year, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I did go and see it on Valentine's Day. I was that sad.
No, it's not sad though. It's great.
In all fairness, you are single.
True.
It's self-love, if anything. No, genuinely. Like,
I mean, it's better than how I spent my Valentine's Day. I spent my Valentine's Day eating pizza and playing Silent Hill 2.
I think I was drunk.
I
can't remember.
He was drunk as well.
Yeah.
But because I went to the first screening in Liverpool on opening day. I really was that dedicated to seeing the film.
There were a lot of people there.
Oh yeah, actually, surprisingly, it wasn't a full cinema, but it was mostly full.
And then with the Sonic movie though, I'm going to say something I was not expecting to say when it was first announced.
We'll get to your thoughts on it in a minute because we got to do this in the usual order.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I probably should go first because I'm the big Sonic fan, but I'm going to hold myself to last. Reese, what did you think of the film?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
You thought it was good?
Yeah.
Ren?
I thought it was super good. I was very surprised.
Really?
I'm going to say something I was not expecting to see when I first saw the posters and the first trailer and everything. It was actually good!
Yeah.
It was actually good!
I would go even further. I'd say it's very good.
Yeah, I'd legit say it's one of the best video game movies we've had.
If not the best.
What's happened to video game movies? They used to be terrible, but now we're actually getting a resurgence of good films.
It's the same stuff that's
It's like with the Marvel antagonists.
Yeah.
Can we say this will be no spoilers up until we put up a spoiler wall?
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing that's happening with like Marvel movies and DC and all comic books and stuff. Is because they're becoming more mainstream. It's like, oh shit, we actually need to put effort into adapting this.
Actually, I think it's more.
We're gonna talk DC movies in a minute.
I think it's also because a lot of the people who are working on these films, unlike people like Uwe Boll, are actually fans of these properties.
Yeah,
so they want to.
Well, I don't think they would have done that redesign for Sonic if they didn't. I mean, now we have had the redesign. What do you guys think of the redesign of Sonic?
Oh, infinitely better.
Yeah, majorly better.
What the fuck were they thinking?
I think it's because they have this idea that Sonic will look out of place and it'll create an uncanny valley effect. Not realizing that.
He's meant to look otherworldly. He's from a different
He's
world.
meant to.
And it's also, I think they don't realise that, some people don't realise that those designs are iconic for a reason, that they get that. I mean, I don't mind things like the fact his arms are now all blue and he's got two separate eyes. I actually think I kind of prefer the fact he's got two separate eyes now.
Yeah, rather than just having like it looking like just like one giant goblin.
Yeah.
I think I prefer that, to be honest.
They went more realistic with Eggman's robots.
Yeah, I like to. I also like the fact that's how you get the nickname sort of sticks there. The fact that Sonic does give loads of people nicknames like the Tom is Donut Lord and
Pretzel
Lady, and of course, so he makes robots that look like eggs, so he's Eggman.
Yeah.
I liked that little feature. I mean, obviously the Fast and Furious comment was in there because it's from the producers of Fast and Furious.
What was the Fast and Furious comment?
Where he says, when he's driving along, he says, I feel just like Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah, I like to say one of the best lines as well. This was said in the trailer, so I'm allowed to say it. Which is like, where am I? What's going on? It's the Rock president.
Yeah, and The Rock actually responded to that on Twitter.
And there's even talks. There's even rumours he's in talks to play Knuckles in the next film.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Which is going to be funny if it's just actually The Rock just dressed as Knuckles.
It reminds me.
And then he runs into the real Knuckles like he's in a costume.
It reminds me of a tweet they said where before Mulan was announced to be a film. Someone said they want like racial accurate or ethnic accurate live action film of Mulan.
Right.
But someone said, keep Eddie Murphy as Mushu. And then someone put in it, no special effects, just Eddie Murphy in a dragon costume playing as Mushu.
Mushu. But
Mushu, sorry. I haven't seen the film in ages.
Asabi.
I think. Thanks for that.
Continue.
But the thing is, I felt like what I liked about this film is it's a good, simple movie. Does its plot in one. Any sequel baiting is really minor. Like how many films have we gone to see in recent memory where it's sequel bait throughout the entire movie?
Way too many.
The worst offender is got to be fucking Battle Angel Alita.
Yeah, I was about to bring up Battle Angel Alita. I actually like that movie.
Like, because Sonic works as a self-contained film, even if there wasn't sequel baiting. But I'm glad that there
Yeah,
was
like
sequel baiting.
the sequel
because-
baiting was just at the end of the film.
Yeah.
Like after the credits, so not everyone would have seen it.
Whereas for Battle Angel Alita, the ending was a sequel bait.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the action sequences in this one?
They were really
Awesome.
good.
Yeah. Really good.
Like, I mean, there's a couple of them that I was one the bar scene. I was kind of going, yeah, I saw X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Yes,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
the
yeah,
Quicksilver
yeah,
scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is quick. It is just the Quicksilver scene.
Yeah, I
so-
think we all just thought that.
There's a few. I mean,
They did it again at one point as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
they
Again,
did
it was
twice,
it was in the trailer.
Not discounting the comparisons between DC and stuff, but there was quite a few physics issues. I was like, but then I was like, I'm watching a Sonic film. I'm not here to
Also,
have realism.
What do you guys think of the performances in this film?
I think they're good.
Yeah, great.
I thought
Actually,
they were good.
Fucking
Jim
Jim
Carrey
Carrey.
was amazing.
Jim Carrey was
Oh.
brilliant. Where is his Oscar?
Yeah,
I also-
no, genuinely, I think
Now,
he
the
could.
big worry I had with Jim Carrey in this film was that they would overdo him.
Yeah.
So he would overtake the film and it'd be more of a Robotnik movie than a Sonic movie. They fortunately didn't do that.
Yeah, I think they balanced it
I
very
think we
well.
can admit though, Carrey was still the best part of the film.
Well, no, I don't, because I don't.
I think he was.
No, I think he was an excellent part of the film. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
he was the
I-
best part.
I think he had some of the best. I think he had some of the best
he
lines.
definitely had some fantastic
Like-
sequences.
But the thing that bothers me the most about, I mean, one of the things that bothered me when it was announced was that Ben Schwartz, who's the current voice of Leonardo in Ninja Turtles,
Oh yeah.
he was announced to be playing Sonic. And I thought, well, if you're going to get a voice actor, why not just get Roger Craig Smith in to voice Sonic? He makes a lot more. It would make a lot more sense. It would tie in with the video games quite well. But but that being said, I think Ben Schwartz is a really good Sonic.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
He saw like as a halfway point between Jaleel White and Roger Craig Smith, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did they differ?
Well, Jaleel White is the original cartoon voice, and he was a lot more.
Yeah.
And he was a lot more comedic.
At one point,
Okay.
actually, when it comes to the cartoon, wasn't Urkel meant to play?
Yeah, that's Jaleel White.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
I like the chili dog reference as well. I just
Yeah,
want
that.
to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
My
lot-
favourite reference, which Sega keeps referencing, I fucking love, is the Sonic meme.
Yeah, the
Yeah, they got it in
They
there.
got it in there!
And it also led to one
The
of my
Blue Devil.
the Blue Devil. That's my favourite joke in the whole film. Just like, I know you're real. No, I'm not.
Oh, brilliant.
Or just the turtle looking so shocked when he's been
Yeah.
taken for a run.
Yeah. One of my favourite, like, tiny little in-jokes which I thought was really good was the comic books that Sonic reads are The Flash.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool.
Well, here's the thing though. This film, there's the one. Do you know? It's very. Before we go into more details about it, it's like I must be honest. I wasn't as sold on James Marston as the other cast members, but I wasn't as off put by him as I expected I was going to be.
Yeah.
He just seemed like a generic white guy.
Yeah, that's what they were
like
going.
we
That's what
played
they were
by
going for.
anyone.
Yeah.
He could, yeah. It's like saying I must be honest though. It has brought my James Marston to the forefront in my head because I'd forgotten who he was when he was
Yeah,
announced. I was kind of like,
Yeah,
wait,
I
what?
Giselle!
I was
Was that
like-
an Enchanted? Yeah.
Yeah, or then I remembered. Oh yeah, he was in Enchanted and he was Cyclops in the original X-Men.
I will
film.
say with-
Cyclops.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Cyclops.
In
Oh,
the Fox
wow.
2000s.
Oh wow! I didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, I will say, at least with Thingamajig Donut Lord, whatever his name was.
Tom.
Yeah, let's be honest, we just all know him as Donut Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I'm very happy is, thank God it's not someone like Neil Patrick Harris in Smurfs or Thingamajig in Alvin and the
Actually,
Chipmunks.
this is a thought. This is a thought.
Because at
Jason Lee, it wasn't
yeah.
Alvin and Chipmunk.
Yeah.
Here's the thought I had when I came out of the film. See if you guys agree with me on this one. Richard shot.
Get in there.
Here's the thing. See if you guys agree with me on this one. When you take films like The Smurfs and Alvin and the Chipmunks and Peter Rabbit, where they put these obviously cartoony characters, especially with the Smurfs who come from another world, who have that plot coming from another world. Because I heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's Sonic does the Smurfs plot."
No, I wouldn't say that.
But here's the thing: in Smurfs, it looks like they planned the gags and then said, "We'll come up with a plot to facilitate the gags."
Yeah.
Whereas when I was watching Sonic, I thought they'd come up with the plot and then they'd come up with the gags to be in the plot.
Meanwhile, also with those films, it feels like obviously it's just for little kids because no one else would like it. Meanwhile, with the Sonic film, it feels like everyone. It's a film everyone would enjoy.
Well, I think we will be saying films in the future because this is the best opening weekend for any video game movie.
Yeah.
It's already made over 200 million worldwide. It's looking like it might hit 300 million.
Do we think it'll overtake Pokemon?
Detective Pikachu. I think it
Pikachu
already has.
Yeah, it already has.
Yeah. Wow.
It's already it's the highest grossing video
Yeah,
game
I'll be
movie.
honest though. When you said with the wait for after the credits, I was thinking, I'm not the only one who thought after you said that you would see someone come up and just say, "I want to talk to you about the Smash Bros. Initiative."
Yes, I was expecting to see Sonic comes over and say, "Who the hell are you?" And it's Sakurai saying, "I want to talk. I'm just here to deliver you a letter." But no, that's not the post-credit scene, unfortunately.
That would have been funny.
Because we were sort of joking around between the four of us that we were joking around the four of us that would this be the start of the Smash Brothers extended universe?
Oh mate, imagine.
I hope. I wish it was.
Okay,
I really do.
Is there anything we didn't? Before we go into sort of like some of the controversies that have come out from this film and discuss our thoughts on that.
Wait, there's controversies?
Yeah, there's a couple. We'll talk about those afterwards.
For me, I'm not like.
Is there anything we didn't really think that worked that well in the film?
Well,
I'm seeing Reese got something on the tip of his tongue.
Yeah, so I'm going to say about the whole... It's a road trip movie.
Yeah, can we avoid the
Why
spoilers?
doesn't Sonic just run to San Francisco?
He doesn't know where he's going.
Could he not stop by a shop and look at a map?
He absolutely could do that, but then he wouldn't have a film. Okay.
Because it's a race against time. You need to get the rings.
At times, it does feel a bit generic.
Yeah, no,
Like, it does feel like I've seen this happen before.
It does feel like it's aiming more at a younger market than an older market, but at the same time, most of the people I see who complain about this film say it's okay. That's the worst you ever hear about this film. I mean, it's got a 47 on Metacritic, which I think is way too low.
You really do have to suspend disbelief and just like go along with the ride for a lot of it. I think, especially.
It's also, Jim Carrey never feels like he's actually playing Robotnik until very late into the film.
It does mostly feel like he's just playing another Jim Carrey.
But then I do think that like we're not seeing Robotnik where he's like Robotnik. We are seeing like this is kind of a proto, and then at the end of the film, then we kind of see.
But again, not to say anything.
No spoilers.
Not to say anything bad with Carrey. As I said, he is one of the best parts of the film, and again, he just has some of the best lines. Again, I'm ashamed I laughed when I heard this, but it's just. Would you like a latte?
Yes.
Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them.
Also,
just remember seeing that. I cannot believe I laughed at that, but I'm happy
brilliant.
I did.
I think this is the worst. You know one of the films this really reminded me of? It reminded me a lot of that Power Rangers film that came out a few years ago because the product placement in it is just as bad.
Yeah.
In Power Rangers, it was Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
In Sonic, it's Oligon.
Yeah. Though it's
and
not.
It's never ending past the ball.
Though
Yeah.
I will say now, at least it's not nearly as bad as Jack and Jill.
Oh yeah.
Where in the entirety
Royal
of that,
Caribbean.
in the entirety of that, they were just trying to get Al Pacino to play in Dunkin' Donuts.
God.
I know the Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, they had Dunkin' Donuts, Royal Caribbean.
Pepto-Bismol.
I mean, it's not as bad as the Bond films. Now, Bond is just have now become an advertising whore.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Death Stranding with the monster advertisement.
Monster Energy
Jesus
drink in
Christ,
it.
dude.
Okay, I think
Or the Emoji Movie with everything.
I just wanted to say, and I obviously am not nearly as well versed in Sonic lore as you, Cal. But to me, it didn't seem as though there were as many references as there could be.
it's only a few of the action sequences of what you'd expect from a Sonic film.
Yeah.
Most of the end of that movie kind of confirms the next movie is going to be more like a Sonic movie than this one. I'm interested to see what they do with it, but I think as an origin story, this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of films like this.
That is what it feels like, an origin story.
Yeah.
Well, obviously this film's had two major controversies. The first one being it came out. The first one was obviously the VFX people who also did Detective Pikachu film. Their studio's been shut down.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, they
Then going to be doing the sequel?
They haven't said anything about that. It feels really strange that those people put all that effort into fixing this and they're not got jobs anymore.
Well, they were probably just bankrupt by the fact that they had to do all of this again.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were reporting it was 35 million it cost to remake Sonic. It actually wasn't that much. It was 5 million.
Well, even so, that's a considerable...
Honestly, to be fair, it was the... I like one of the things I hear a lot about this film is this film's a prime example of what happens when you listen to fans.
Yeah.
Would you say you guys agree with that one?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
And I'd say it definitely had positive results, but I don't think the production
I
companies
wouldn't-
would have been empathetic to the...
I wouldn't call that a controversy, though. I call it an unfortunate event.
Yeah.
One of the things that I was really
Of
pissed...
which there was a series.
There's a whole situation that I don't want to talk too much about because it actually is a situation that really pisses me off. But what happened was this film came out a week after Birds of Prey, which changes title to Harley Quinn Birds of Prey after.
And the fantabulous emancipation. Oh no, what was it?
It was Birds of Prey and
Emancipation of Harley Quinn.
Did any of you guys see Birds of Prey?
No, but there was loads of cardboard cutouts on my work of it.
I've heard...
Posters everywhere.
It's
Can you
I've
save
heard...
me one of Harley Quinn?
I've heard
Yeah, there's a
mixed
massive one in the
things
foyer.
about it.
Yeah.
'Cause I've heard you say it was good, but I've heard some people also say it wasn't that good.
I actually would say it's okay. It's a perfectly okay film, but it's very much a filler film for the DC extended universe. But here's the thing: now that one bombed in its first weekend. It absolutely bombed.
Yeah, I've heard
Big
it was
stuff.
like the lowest grossing DC film.
It's the
of
lowest
all time.
opening weekend for any DC film, and as a result, that's why the title change happened because they were so afraid about it. And then what happened was about 3 or 4 days before the Sonic film was due to come out, a minority of Birds of Prey fans and bots went to Twitter to claim that the Sonic film had a homophobic slur in it, and that people shouldn't go and see Birds of Prey instead.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. Well, they lied about this, and it was really annoying because then it made the Sonic film and Birds of Prey a left-wing versus right-wing issue, which it never should have been in the first place.
No, it should have been.
And it's
All those right-wing Sonic fascists, bloody hell.
seriously.
All those Sonic Nazis.
all that Donald Trump supporters turning up with their Sonic merchandise
make
on.
green nail prints again. But here's the thing, though. I mean, I feel. Here's the thing, though. It was never meant to be that issue, and the thing is, some people turn it into that. I genuinely saw.
They'll turn anything into an issue nowadays, won't they?
Yeah. I genuinely saw a tweet, and I'm not making. This might have been made. If this has been made up, by someone who's obviously doing a joke account, I sincerely apologise for spreading this out there. But if it's real, this is really awful. It said, well, it looks like a Sonic movie grossed a lot while Birds of Prey does well. Looks like toxic white males got their way again.
Oh, fuck off!
Yes, we got what we wanted, guys.
Ah, yes, because the only people who will watch Sonic are toxic white males.
Would Koga from the original generation of Pokemon, the Poison
Ninja.
Gym,
Yeah.
would he be a toxic white male? Was he
Oh
white?
no, because he's Asian.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Touche.
But he's a toxic male.
All Pokemon are. But here's the thing about this issue. The thing is, I did see these films 2 weeks apart from another. I went to see both films on opening day very early on. There was not many people in my screening for Birds of Prey. I think the reason is, and this is the reason why. And the weird thing is, if you asked me beforehand, and if you asked, I would have said, Birds of Prey is going to make all the money. It's going to dominate the box office this month. Sonic the Hedgehog might have a good opening weekend. Will teeter off at the thing. I did not expect the roles to be reversed. That Birds of Prey would bomb and Sonic would be such a major success.
I think I slightly know why.
What's your thought, Prez? Because I have a theory on this as well.
People were turned off by Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I was going to say people learn the lesson.
Because if you think about it, Suicide Squad was really good when it first came out. Over the years, people just thought, wasn't that great actually?
Yeah. Have you guys seen Suicide Squad?
No, but I haven't heard great things.
You didn't like Suicide Squad?
When I got out of the cinema, I was like, I like the action sequences and stuff. And then thinking on it further,
that was my attitude. I kind of went up saying, "No, it's okay. It's not Batman v Superman." And then whenever I go into it, like that is one of the most pointless films I've seen.
Yeah, like
it's so dark and
that's
grey.
That's sort of my theory. A lot of people were turned off by Suicide Squad. The Harley Quinn in Birds of Prey is the same Harley Quinn as in Suicide Squad. I was thinking it might do better because Harley Quinn was the best part of Suicide Squad, I thought. But, far I've heard at least.
I think people are turned off to DC team movies now.
No, I'm not sure because
I don't
DC,
think
the
so,
DC
'cause
movies are doing quite well at the minute.
Quite
You
a few
have,
of them have been really good.
Shazam did very well at the
Yeah.
box office. Aquaman did very well
No,
at the
but
box office.
I mean,
Wonder Woman was really good.
yeah, but I mean the team movies, like
Yeah,
the Justice
the
League,
team-
Suicide Squad.
But even so, I think people didn't. I think there's 2 points. People didn't really know who the Birds of Prey were, and which means now admittedly that that's not the case. You could make the argument, well, people didn't really know who the Guardians of the Galaxy were before that film came out, but. They did a brilliant marketing campaign for that, and that's at the end of the day. I think was the biggest problem with Birds of Prey. It was very badly marketed.
Yeah, I saw maybe 3 trailers. Or
I didn't know the film was coming out until about 2 weeks before it was out. Look,
Yeah.
and I remember I stayed up to watch the Game Awards in December, and they showed a trailer for it and I was like, oh yeah, that film's coming out. I completely forgot about that. Whereas with Sonic, it was on everyone's forefront of mind. It was a much better marketed film.
Yeah.
It was all over YouTube.
You could
Not to mention, everyone knows Sonic. Like, even if the film wasn't gonna do, even if the film didn't look bad, people are still likely gonna see it because it's Sonic.
Well,
Sonic has I hate to say this to Birds of Prey fans, but Sonic simply has a lot more of a culture.
I mean, and I hate to say this, but if they announced a Zelda film, and it looked like it was gonna be complete trash, I would have hated it. But I still likely would have seen it because I fucking love Zelda.
And Sonic, as I was saying, Sonic is much more of a pop culture icon than Harley Quinn is.
And you could actually make the argument that with all the not controversy, but the issues around his design, and then having to be like trashed and redone, you could actually say that generated more awareness of it.
But the thing is,
the
thing is, we do kind of fall into that trap about making rash judgments on why films succeed or fail. Because I actually mentioned to you. About a few days before I went to see Sonic, I said, "Oh, Birds of Prey has bombed at the box office." You said, "Oh, well, people don't want to see people don't want to see a superhero." It's clear that people didn't want to see a superhero team with women, and they were, and you. So you were kind of going.
I'd like to clarify. I was echoing what I'd seen online about people having criticisms for the film. That's not my actual view.
I was gonna say you were saying, "Oh, well, people have been very sexist."
Yeah.
That was your argument, and I'll say to you, no, it's not because people have been sexist. I didn't know this film has been marketed. In fact, it was actually recently reported that more men went to see Birds of Prey than women.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Which I can believe that. And as that being said, I thought Birds of Prey was an okay film. It's perfectly fine, it's a perfectly serviceable film. But at the same time, the only thing I really didn't like about it was I hated their version of Cassandra Cain. I was kind of going, what the hell were you thinking with this decision?
I feel like we should start going to spoilers.
Yeah, let's talk
Sonic.
spoilers for Sonic because I'm tired of talking about this controversy.
Yeah, so,
now, which is great because now I've done that, I never have to do it again.
I just want to clarify,
Until
by the way.
Until the comment section eviscerates me.
And me for my
ignorance.
I'm now part of the.
You're not. No, I was. You didn't let me get to the end point of saying you weren't being sexist. The fact of what you were saying, that people were being sexist, was why you thought people didn't see the film. But you went to a rash judgment on that one.
Yeah, sorry. But by the way, I'm not stroking Cal's leg. This is Ripley is sat here.
Ripley
and Elliot reaching over his
Ripley has been cut, so she is now known as either chicken legs or rat bag.
Yeah, she's all
but
shaved.
Here's the thing. Okay, let's talk spoilers.
Sonic's
powers are a bit inconsistent compared to the games.
Yep.
Yeah, a bit.
Also, the biggest one. Sonic's now an isekai.
Yes, it is. Sonic's
It is.
Oh god damn it! No, it's not an isekai.
I mean,
actually, since it's a fantasy character coming to our world, it's actually a reverse isekai.
yeah. Here's something that actually. So it's the devil. As a part timer.
Yeah.
But here's another.
No, but it's all part of the same universe.
Speaking
so
of
it's just on the other side of the universe.
Alternative reality.
Speaking of isekais, this is something I've been wanting to say on camera for ages. Digimon's technically an isekai.
Yeah, Digimon is. Yeah. Says Monster Rancher.
Yeah.
But here's the thing for me. When I went into this film, I kind of was going. The first scenes, I was kind of going. Then we saw Lone Claw, who's Sonic's guardian. Longclaw. I was kind of like,
who's she?
She's made up for the film.
Yeah, no, she was made up for the film.
Yeah,
did you think when you? I'll ask you. Did you think? Well, I'll ask you about this one, Reese. Did you think? Is that a comic character that I forgot about?
I thought it would have been.
Because I thought it was for a while. I thought, was she in the Archie comics and my mind's playing tricks on me? But no. I looked it up when I got home. No, she's completely made up for
Why
the
didn't
film.
we just have the origin story from Sonic Underground and just have his mother?
Sonic Underground.
Why do we not just have a thingamajig from Sonic Boom instead? Like the hedgehog with the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
I personally,
Not the cartoon, the game version.
but then I liked the fact they got the echidnas in there at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, that was fun.
The echidnas are
Murderers of children.
It looks like it could. One of them could be Knuckles, apparently, according to some people who are freeze framing it a bit and bobs.
I just realised they kind of ripped off the start of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man as well. If we're talking about stealing things.
I don't think Lone Claw's dead.
No. I mean.
Oh God!
The beginning of the film, it's like, I guess you're wondering how I got here.
Oh yeah.
You know, because it's the start of Spider-Man 1 was Sam Raimi
Yeah,
directs.
the story of my life is.
Up
Was
to this
it?
point.
What's the quote?
The quote really should be a never-ending misery where I ruin all my loved ones' lives and all my best friends turn to supervillains.
Also, just quickly as well, how big is Jim Carrey's kill count in this film? He destroys so many buildings.
Yeah, he does.
I'll tell you the same.
But we never see any bodies.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
All those buildings were abandoned in San Francisco.
Luckily.
And all those cars had no one in them.
I mean,
Thank God for the recession still going.
I mean, yeah, but Jesus Christ, Jim Carrey has a death count of like Yagami.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
no,
what.
I wouldn't say
I'll
quite like.
I'll tell you.
Maybe.
One of the things though that I found interesting with whatchamacallit's what Elliot said his watch. I really went into so I kind of went into the film thinking we won't get that many Sonic references. We got quite a few. I mean, Green Hill Zone's played at the end.
I mean, and like the place where it's in is called Green Hills.
I like that one, Green Hills, Montana.
That's pretty
You know
cool.
when Robotnik is switching on like. Do you remember when he's in the lab and he's switching? It's the one that's a Badnik.
One of the signs says Badnik.
Is that one of the bosses?
No, it's the name of all the little robots in the first
Oh,
games.
okay, right.
You have to love like quite a few of the bits with Jim Carrey. Like you remember when he was like pushing a bunch of buttons and he was just doing a bunch of dances to it.
Yeah. That
like when at one point when he was running away from a T-Rex.
I feel like they could have just left Jim Carrey. Like, that was just camera on in his trailer.
Yeah, I feel like
they're just like, we should animate this.
Yeah, just like put Jim Carrey in front of a green screen. Just okay, do whatever you want. Okay.
Jim, none of this is in the script.
It is now.
Oh yeah, but who's looking forward to in the sequel though? Instead of a training montage, it's going to be an eating montage of him, so he can get fat.
Brilliant.
It's like we're gonna have that line from like Sonic the Highway. Said, "All my badniks left me. Turns out the name Dr. Eggman doesn't command much respect." I mean,
I will say the bit at the end where the Colonel says we don't associate with Dr. Eggman anymore or Robotnik anymore.
he doesn't exist.
Yeah, that kinda comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, the fact that they're suddenly able, they were all
In fact,
responsible for this power outage and harbouring like an alien creature. They've all forgotten that Sonic
they all
exists.
forgot he's on
They
the
all
terror
forgot
watch
that-
list.
Yeah, they all forgot that he has some relation to Sonic, and they're just like a colonel is like, "Can I see inside your house?" Rather than we're going to search your house for this alien creature. You wanted criminal.
Oh, but it was so worth it just to see Sonic get the attic.
It was, yeah. That
was a really cute moment.
Now, I had a conversation with a guy I work with in the office, and he's a big gamer, and he took his kids to go see the film, and he said he thought Sonic was a bit infantilized in this one, but I thought no,
he's meant to be young.
He's meant to be kind of young, and he hasn't.
Well, in the games he's supposed to be 15.
Yeah, I was going to say he's about that age.
I think he's 20 now in the games.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Sonic Generations was his 20th birthday.
Well, that makes Calvin happy. Sonic's legal.
Oh,
No.
mate!
Wait, technically.
You're getting hurt for that joke.
Elliot, that was great.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean that Sonic is now 30?
I wait until the 30th anniversary game comes out next year. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, so watch out. Sonic's going to talk about the sequel with the beard that they had in the Archie comics.
Yes, I forgot about that. I'm surprised there wasn't more references to the Archie comics in now, considering that Archie Sonic series is the longest running video game based comic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still going now.
No, it's stopped now. Archie lost the license to it, and
IDW's
now, which is technically a new series, so it's not and it doesn't continue the continuity from. But they borrowed a few story ideas that they were planning to do in the Archie series, because most of the writers and artists just came over to IDW and just said, we want to still work on it. Yeah, come on, we'll do it with you.
Big criticism. How come Donut Lord was able to throw a ring at the end and have it go to the mushroom planet if he...
I love that. It's a nice dig at Mario there.
Well,
I
no,
hate
but-
mushrooms.
No, but the I didn't even catch that.
I didn't get that. Yeah.
But the mechanics behind the ring was meant to be like you have to think of a place, but then like how could Donut Lord think of the
Well,
planet
he
of
has
mushrooms
told him
if he...
about it.
Yeah, but like he couldn't just.
I mean, you just
Theoretically, I mean, I could
I
say
mean,
I want
think
to go
about-
into deep space.
think
and
about-
Just, like, die in
think
the
about it
pressure.
this way. It's a world full of nothing but mushrooms. We have to think of it as a world full of nothing but mushrooms.
Nah, I don't buy it. I think you have to know
you
what
have
it
to
looks
think
like.
of a specific place.
Yeah, I think you'd have to know.
But yeah,
about
Sonic
stuff.
doesn't know about San Francisco, but he still gets there.
Yeah, he does because he saw it.
He
on
says-
Donut
Oh,
Lord.
just because he
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
the shirt, but I'm saying it doesn't take much though. You don't
Yeah,
have
it
very
doesn't.
Yeah, no, actually.
I mean,
that's not a good
also,
point. You could defend
Sonic's never seen this world. Sonic's never seen the world of mushrooms. He just
that.
knows.
No, but
it
he knows about it
exists.
from the map.
He's never
Yeah.
seen the Great Wall of China or the pyramids. And
He's
still
never
goes to-
seen these places,
Yeah.
but he
Instantly,
knows
that-
of them.
instantly,
You
Sonic-
don't have to think of what the world looks like. You just have to think of it.
Stop poking
I-
holes in my argument.
I think which of the action scenes do you guys think was the
Your
best
argument's bad, so.
True.
one? Which action scene would you guys say was the best one? Sonic around the world, the motorway one.
Oh, the motorway was great.
The motorway one was pretty good.
Uh,
I like Sonic around the world. That one was shown a lot in the trailers.
that one was cool.
The mine was probably one of my favourite bits of that sequence.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably my favourite bit of the film, though, was Sonic at the baseball grounds.
That was great,
that-
actually.
That bit was just Sonic playing as multiple characters.
Yeah.
I do.
About a swing, butter.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
the
just.
joke that you said you the joke that you said you
I
liked
just
was
can't with that
him
guy.
saying the Blue Devil's clearly there and not imaginary.
Everyone can clearly see. I did
I was about
like.
to say, give me the chainsaw.
An underrated character was Donut Lord's partner.
Oh, Pretzel
Pretzel,
Lady.
yeah.
No, sorry, not his wife. Sorry, the
The
policeman.
Oh,
But her as well. She was good.
No,
one who looks like-
one of the most more underrated characters was Pretzel Lady's sister.
Yes, she was good.
It turns out they ended up tying her up and just keeping her there.
And
And the little
80
girl,
stones
and
as
her daughter was just going, gotta go fast, gotta go fast.
I need to poo.
At least, what was it? At least put my Fitbit on so I can get some steps. Oh, that's maybe where they transferred the joke from then, because you said that they were.
Yeah.
Look at this, I took 9,000 miles today and he never put that joke. I must be honest though, do you guys actually want to see a cut of the film where we see what it would have looked like if Sonic had
No,
kept that
I mean
design?
yes, but mostly just to torture myself.
But here, the weird thing is, we'll go to another reason why I wouldn't mind knowing what the film would have looked like. But here's the thing though, do you think that design would have ruined the film?
I think it
Probably not.
It may not have ruined it, but it would have been very distracting.
It would
yeah,
have been-
I feel like it would have made the film a lot worse.
Tough,
Yeah.
tough to get into the mindset.
It does show. It does show just how much one little thing can affect a big film. Because I mean, that cut of the film. It's a bit like the Snyder cut. I hate to tell you, DC fans, the Snyder cut doesn't exist as you think it does.
I think it.
And it's the same with this Sonic movie. That Sonic movie was not fully done with post production. So ergo, that cut doesn't exist. I don't think we're going to see it on a Blu-ray release.
I think what we saw with the original design of Sonic was more in line with the design that we got from Pokemon Detective Pikachu, because that looked more like what you would expect from the way that they.
Well,
rendered
before we go into
Pikachu.
the post-credit scenes, and we'll talk about those. Do you guys think this is a better or worse than Detective Pikachu?
I prefer Detective Pikachu.
You prefer Detective Pikachu? You prefer Detective
I
Pikachu?
think I prefer this actually. I think
Really?
I preferred Sonic, yeah.
I think they're on a level actually. I'd say I can't decide between them because on the one hand I think Detective Pikachu does a better job of
A story.
of a story and
Yeah.
and translating the video game in an interesting manner. But I think Sonic is the better structured film.
I get what you mean, yeah.
And it also doesn't rely. I feel like Detective Pikachu often relies a bit too heavily on its main star in Ryan Reynolds,
Yes.
more so than Sonic relies on Jim Carrey.
Yeah, but at the same
Yeah.
time, with Detective Pikachu, Pikachu is technically the main character. Meanwhile, with the Sonic movie, it's not Jim Carrey as the main character.
Yeah.
I think I laughed a bit more in Sonic than I did in.
I feel like I laughed
Pikachu.
more in Sonic, but I laughed harder in Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, like the lines like, have you ever spoken to a woman in your life?
Or just I push people away, and that's making it more difficult for me. He's telling me to shove it.
Yeah.
So what do you? Okay, so let's talk post-credit scene. So the first one was just after the logo, and it shows Robotnik shaved his hair, and he's got the mustache
on the mushroom planet.
on the mushroom planet. And
And it did lead to a pretty funny joke of, what do you say, Dr. Stone? It's literally just a stone with a face carved into it.
Yeah.
But then we come to the other scene where we see the hills, and we think, oh, what's this all about?
So Dr. Robotnik still has Sonic's quill.
Yeah.
So obviously
He's going to come back in some form of sequel.
Yeah,
the intention is to power
and this film made a ton of money, so it's getting a sequel.
It's getting a fucking sequel.
Oh yeah, but one thing about that quill though, during the fight scene against Sonic, how did Jim Carrey not immediately liquefy when he was going that fast? Because Sonic grew up with his power, his body got accustomed to it. Jim Carrey just said, "I'm wearing a suit."
He's inside a robot.
Wasn't Jim Carrey in? Wasn't like the glass over what Jim Carrey was in? There was glass.
I think the logic behind the robots was that they were using the power of Sonic's quill to act to their full potential, and so presumably they were able to protect themselves.
Yeah, because there was glass.
Jim Carrey was going as fast as Sonic.
But there was glass.
It's like how Anakin can survive pod racing.
Yeah, but
but how does Jim Carrey survive the G-forces of going that fast?
robots.
at the same time, it's not like his body was exposed. He was inside something.
Well, yeah, but if you're in a space shuttle, you're still going to get the G's of going through the atmosphere, going that fast.
You know when we said we have to ignore the physics for this film?
I know, but this is so blatant.
I know.
It was so distracting while I was watching it.
All I can say
I
now.
was like, hang on, this isn't right.
All I can say
of
is.
all of the points, you're going to hyper-focus on that one.
I have an A-level in physics. I'm bringing this
You
shit
weren't
up.
mildly concerned about the fact that Sonic suddenly couldn't outrun Eggman, despite the fact he could move and stop time.
I think these words fit it best. It's just a movie. Shut up, Linkara.
Let's move on. Which one of us is Linkara?
Him right now.
It's usually me.
But yeah, you were going on about the other.
But then you see the portal open, and Tails jumps out.
And good God, Tails looks fantastic.
He does actually.
And God knows what he would have looked like in the original print.
Oh no!
It probably
No!
the one with yellow fur.
Oh no, he would have looked like that really bad Fantastic Mr. Fox design.
Oh God.
So like a really awful version of that with the Uncanny Valley effect. But I think that post-credit scene really got me hyped for the sequel because has Lone Claw sent Tails? Longclaw. I'm gonna get this right.
So by Sebastian.
I know.
Let's.
I am never ever.
I
have never.
You're never living that down.
I'm never saying the title of that anime ever again. Let's move on to an actual anime now. I think.
Shall we just give our quick and final thoughts?
End thoughts. I really like Sonic. Well, I think we all really liked it in the end. But
it was surprisingly good.
Well, yeah, but another physics thing now. Annoying me. When Sonic ran back from the ocean, how did that fish stay on his head and not fly off?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Because the fish wasn't attached.
I know.
It could have been stuck in his quills.
He beat me to
No,
it.
it was lying on top of his head. Because then Sonic threw it off.
Maybe he held it and placed it on his head for dramatic.
Let's just say.
Well, yeah, it was covered in seaweed as well. How long that stay on him?
Exactly.
Let's just say Reese is right for whatever reason and moves swiftly on.
Plus, he was still dripping wet after going that fast.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of problems with
the answer to the question is physics.
That is primary among them apparently.
The answer to all of this is,
Yeah.
Let's move swiftly on.
It's Sonic.
I never wanted to say this, but let's move on from Sonic. Let's talk about an actual anime. Let's talk about that came on
anime-ish.
That came on Netflix. Well, it's an anime. I count it.
Yeah, it's a 3D CGI anime.
It feels more like something like DreamWorks.
It's made by a Japanese studio with it's Japanese directors. And
would you call Advent Children anime?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's a definition.
But and all the designs are done by Akira Toriyama. So so Dragon Quest, Hero's Story, I think.
Dragon Quest
Your Story, which really should have given away a lot more about that film than I realised.
Spoilers.
Don't avoid
we'll wait for spoilers.
Yeah. But because I got a lot to say about that.
I think we all have a lot to say.
But but when we saw a trailer for that a while back, and
I didn't.
A long time ago.
I didn't.
Yeah, me and because I remember talking with you about it and was saying, did you see that Dragon Quest trailer? It looks like Pixar in anime form.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Pixar. I'd say it looks more like something like How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, but that's DreamWorks. So you'd say more DreamWorks.
Yeah, I'd say
than-
it's more DreamWorks than Pixar.
But it's kind of that start, and we were like, we've never seen an anime film like this, and everyone went nuts about it. Then we didn't really hear much about it.
Yeah.
And then next you realise, oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, they really got no fanfare. Because I remember mentioning that's the idea. I spotted it on Netflix and I said, why don't we do this for this month's podcast? And Reese came back to me saying, oh yeah, what happened to that? I completely forgot about it.
Yeah.
I remember, here's the thing though, whereas I think our experience with Sonic is we've all played a bit.
Yeah.
I think only me and Reese have played much Dragon Quest.
I've played a bit of the first one on Switch, but that's about it.
I've played the hero on Smash briefly. I don't have him unlocked.
I know
Kamikazes.
I know what Dragon Quest Builders is.
I'm Builders too. Got a sequel.
I have got Dragon Quest 11 on my Switch.
As I keep saying, I've told myself I'm not getting it until I've beaten Xenoblade 2, which I've still only played like 4 hours of it.
Incidentally, it's better getting Dragon Quest 11 on the Switch than it is on the PS4 or the PC.
Because you get all the stuff added to it.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't mind a slight graphical downgrade to get all that stuff, but
Yeah.
the thing is, I didn't know much about it going in, and Reese then mentioned, it's basically a retelling of Dragon Quest V, which is not one of the ones I played, actually, if I'm honest.
No, it's from 1992, I think.
I don't even think that's one of the more. Is that one of the more popular games?
Yeah, it is actually.
It's quite. Especially in Japan, it's quite popular.
Oh, yeah.
Because I always thought one of the more popular ones was like some of the Dragon Quests 8 or 11.
I thought 3 was the most popular because as Erdrick is coming to become the de facto sort of Dragon Quest icon. I mean, that was what everyone we were speculating on a Dragon Quest character coming into Smash. They were saying, it's going to be Erdrick.
Turns out it was
11.
4. Yeah, turns out it was 11, 3, 4, and 8.
And 5.
Can I
Because they show up in the final Smash.
Oh
Well, yeah, all of them show up in the final Smash.
Can I get some clarification? So do all of these stories take place in the same world?
No, it's like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy.
1, 2, and 3 are a trilogy.
Right.
4, 5, and 6 are a trilogy.
Right.
And then 11 ties back in to Dragon Quest 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, weird.
Well, don't tell me how because I'm not too far into that game.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do like port the rest of the Dragon Quest games onto Switch if we have 1, 2, 3, and 11.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping we get that. I mean, although I wish they wouldn't release them all so much at the same time. These are RPGs. Give me a chance to play them before you release them.
Yeah, because like Dragon Quest 5 is like 35 hours.
Yeah, I'm amazed they managed to condense the entire 35-hour game into the film.
It's it's nearly 2 hours.
It's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, including the credits. So I say it's like an hour and a half.
I mean, let's get our basic thoughts out there. Reese, what do you think of Dragon Quest, your story?
It did an admirable job.
I think that's the kindest I'm going to get out of you for that one.
It's alright. It's good.
Elliot?
Very mixed thoughts, but I say it's more bad than good.
I kind of went into... do you know what's the thing? I was on board with this film up until the second time skip.
Yeah.
Then I was kind of going, okay, what the hell are you doing? This film clearly ran out of direction. I think the big difference I can tell between these films are, how do I put? Oh yes, it's you can definitely tell this is more structured like a video game.
Yeah.
Like you've got the side quest, the building up of the things, finding Percy again and finding the blob joining.
The problem is, a lot of that's very rushed.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because it's trying to squeeze 35 hours. Three generations of the family into a film.
Was this entirely Dragon Quest V? Not because you said 4 and 6 were part of that trilogy. Is there nothing? Is there nothing with 4 and 6 in there?
Just 5.
Then what the hell happens in Dragon Quest 6? God knows. I'm gonna have to play that game now.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, they gloss over the first third of the game in the first 8 minutes
when
he's a kid, and then boom. Time jump.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, I'm sure there should be
film,
more to this.
This film loves This film loves two things: time skips and plot twists.
It goes by way too, I don't think I'm the only one that says it goes by way too quickly.
Do you know what's amazing? I saw this the same day I saw Blumhouse's Fantasy Island, and I think the fact I saw that film on the same day means I was a lot more forgiving for this film because at least it wasn't that movie.
I mean, let's admit, what good films Blumhouse made in recent years?
Get Out.
Alright.
Touche.
Fine, I'll
Wait,
get out then.
did they also release Us? Because I know that's done by the same director.
No, I don't think Blumhouse did distribute that one.
Oh, right.
I'll double check that one, but I don't think they did. What do you? So, I mean, in terms of the fact, how loyal is it to the game though, Reese? Having played it,
It has the main key points there.
so it's kind of like they took the main key points, but they left out a lot of minor details.
Yeah, they skipped out a lot on the ending.
Presumably, there's a lot more party members in that game than there is in the actual movie.
Yeah, because what Dragon Quest V did is that when you find random mobs in the fields, they have a chance of joining your party, and that's what inspired Pokemon years later.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Dragon Quest
really?
V came first.
This is why Dragon Quest. So Dragon Quest V obviously is a very influential game,
Yep.
so it makes sense to pick that to be the first Dragon Quest. Well, it's not the first Dragon Quest movie, but
No, it's the first major one.
the first major one. And
I guess all the other Dragon Quest movies have sort of been original works.
They've glossed over some of the games.
I'm kind of surprised Netflix took this one. I thought this would go
Yeah.
straight to Blu-ray over here,
Yeah.
but it does feel like because I'm in a state now where I think Netflix will just buy anything
Yeah.
they get their hands on, especially if you look at their horror films that they bring in out. They really get a sense of, right, a bunch of studios are just selling off their shit that they can't be bothered to market properly.
No, I disagree. I'd say Haunting of Hill House they've got was a very good original
Yeah, but it's
horror.
that's the exception rather than the rule.
But then Bird Box was also like a kind of well marketed horror.
Oh, but it was crap.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
That
very
it
compared
wasn't,
to the book.
I agree it wasn't a phenomenal film.
Oh yeah, have you read the book about
Yeah,
it?
it's based-
Some of it, yeah.
I didn't even know it was based off a book.
No,
Yeah.
alright.
But then you got films like Eli and Wounds. I mean, Wounds was so bad at its film festival screenings that they just said, yeah, we're not going to release this in cinemas. It was laughed out of the cinema.
And yet Netflix picked it up anyway.
Yeah, because I will say Netflix is the future of cinema. It's just not. Netflix
No,
is the
it's
future of
not.
direct to DVD.
It's yeah.
It's a catch-all, isn't
Because it means
It's basically Blockbuster.
it's kind of, which is kind of ironic
it?
considering
In the
that
bargain bin.
which is kind of ironic considering that Blockbuster Netflix offered to be bought by Blockbuster.
Really?
Yeah,
Ha!
and they turned them down.
Oh wow.
The future is
Wow.
now, old man.
Wait, wasn't there like one point where Google was meant to be bought by someone, but they refused?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a smart decision. But going back, I think one of the things I think is interesting is they did a pretty good job bringing Akira Toriyama's designs into the third dimension. I mean, his designs don't always work in a 3D environment. Like if you ever look at
Dragon Ball Evolution.
yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
But actually, in all seriousness, the Dragon Ball designs. If you ever see those 3D video games, Dragon Ball, I might be the only one who thinks this, but they don't look great.
No.
I always feel like
Raging Blast 2 didn't look great.
I really feel like the Dragon Ball Z designs are made to be in 2 dimensions.
I think they look alright. I do think Fighter Z looks pretty
Yeah, Fighter
good.
Z
But the
was
Fighter
good.
Z
That-
is a
that
kind
is
of more
primarily
2D game.
Yeah, it's sort of like 2D mix of 3D. I guess, yeah.
Budokai Tenkaichi 3 Raging Blast.
Yeah, the Budokai
I didn't
I thought they
that
looked
one.
The
great.
Budokai Tenkaichi games look good.
I don't like the look of those games.
For the horrible game Burst Limit that looked phenomenal on Xbox
But
360.
here's the thing though. What did you guys think of the animation in this film? Because
The animation's
Good, yeah,
stunning.
really good.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's really
It's like the best part of the film.
here's the thing though. I actually think the animation. I don't know. Is it just me or does it feel like it's been a bit gimped to get it on Netflix?
What do you mean?
It does feel like there's this. To me, I thought when I saw it, I thought I think the trailer was a bit more colourful than this. I feel like they've put a bit of a filter over this to get it on Netflix.
It does feel a bit.
Not sure about that.
I don't know.
Maybe it was just me. I mean, incidentally, did you guys see this film in its original Japanese?
To sub very quickly.
Japanese.
Yeah,
Ja-
Japanese.
I watched the entire thing in the
Oh
dub.
no!
Oh,
It
no.
was painful.
Was that bad? Was it bad?
It's not badly acted. It's badly lip synced.
Yes, that was the worst
Oh,
thing
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we haven't figured out how to lip sync 3D anime yet.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but I will say the amazing thing about dub is that Luca is voiced by the guy who plays Kamen Rider Denno.
I thought I recognised him.
Oh, right.
That's funny.
Yeah, he was also in the new Ronin Kinchi live action films.
Yes, I thought I recognised his voice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it's a shame because the English dub cast, there's a lot of talented voice actors in that one, and it feels like the performances go to waste.
I feel like I'm Hughes in it.
Yuri Lowenthal as Luca.
What's he been in?
Oh, he's been like loads of stuff.
Isn't he the current Spider-Man in the video game?
Really?
I think he's played him in the
I
past.
thought Spider-Man was Troy Baker.
No, it's not Troy Baker in those films. It's definitely Yuri someone in the new game. But I'll look up the
I'm pretty sure it's a pretty famous voice actor, the new Spider-Man.
But here's the thing. I mean, I actually.
Let's have a look.
I'll have a look at the voice cast. I mean,
Oh.
not all of them have been listed. Like, I can't see Flora's voice actor here. See all characters. Oh, it's Yuri Lowenthal and Julian Lefner who play. So he's been the voice of.
Oh yeah, he did play.
He
Spider-Man.
plays Sasuke.
And he's Simone in Gurren Lagann.
Oh, he was Saku.
He played two characters.
Oh, it was Suzaku from Code Geass.
I mean, you got Bianca's played by Stephanie Shea, who's always great in everything she's in. I thought the villain being played by Jason Minoka was a good choice. I mean, he's the voice of Gus in.
Oh right.
It's actually, I found it unrecognisable from Gus.
Oh wow.
He's also for some reason Sludge Jellyfish in the One Punch Man.
He's that phony sidekick in Mob Psycho 100 season 2 as well. You know the TV one. I think he dupes.
Do you know the thing about weird though?
Reagan.
Yeah.
You know the
TV.
Blob. You know the Blob. He's voiced by Steve Bloom.
What?
Really?
Seriously, Steve Bloom is the voice of
Wait,
the Blob.
Gertrude.
No, I promise you.
Yeah.
Look, Steve Bloom.
Yeah, Gertrude. His class is a slime.
Oh crap! Holy crap!
The slime is voiced by Steve Bloom.
Are we in spoilers yet?
No, we're not going to talk spoilers just yet.
No.
One of the things can I just say, I liked the romantic chemistry between Luca and Bianca.
Yeah.
What romantic chemistry? It came out of nowhere.
I wouldn't say
Well,
so.
if you're playing the games,
I
there's
haven't.
not 20 hours of
I haven't
fun
played,
there.
but the thing is, it comes out of nowhere. Like, by the time they're both together, we'd only seen them together for like 10 minutes, and apparently they hadn't seen each other in ages.
Because we saw them in the beginning.
Yeah, we skipped past the first third of the game.
Oh, yeah! Where we saw her at the beginning of the pixel art for like 3 seconds! Yeah, we totally knew who she was then!
Yeah. What do you guys think, though? I mean, I was actually kind of surprised they did so many time skips in this film.
Well, it's the same as the game. It has the same amount of time skips.
I was kind of surprised they went with that idea. I mean, honestly, you could have probably made this a trilogy of films.
Yeah.
But do you know
I feel like they should have.
Do you know what's weird? I think I would have. Do you know what's weird though? I think if they had made this a trilogy, the last film would have pissed me off a lot.
Why?
We'll get into that in spoilers, but I'll explain why. But
I guess you've played Dragon
That's
Quest
not the
5
plot
then?
of it. It's
I
not
haven't
the
played
actual.
Dragon Quest
No, it's
I
not.
was going to say
It's not the plot of the game.
it couldn't be the plot.
I was about to say,
No.
please tell me that's not the ending of the game.
Oh
It'd be
my
amazing
god.
if it was.
We'll get to that in just a minute.
I would.
No spoilers quite yet.
I was about to say, I don't think anyone would have liked the game as much if that had been that ending.
No, absolutely not.
But action scene wise, it looks great.
Yep.
They did a very good job transferring. This is something they did a very good job of, transferring the aesthetics of all the different attacks and spells you can do in the game and different kinds of creatures you meet in the game.
Yeah.
Like, I've been playing Dragon Quest 11, so I'm very recently, so I'm very much in tune with those designs. How would you say in terms of 3D animation? How do you reckon this stacks up in terms of because it's not.
I think it's really good. It's really.
Yeah.
It's some of the best.
expressive.
Some of the best 3D animation
They
we've had in Japanese media.
I mean, they put a lot in the budget for this one. I mean, it's especially when you still get some 3D anime films like those awful Godzilla ones.
Oh, did they still make this?
Yeah, there's incidentally on.
It was a trilogy. They came out on Netflix.
There's another. I mean, honestly, out of all the anime movies on Netflix, this is one of the better looking ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's up there
Oh,
with.
he says
Have you seen Gantz on Netflix?
No, I've heard that's
It's really good actually.
Is that a reboot of the 90s one or the original?
It's a.
And
it's
of
like
course,
a
you can
reboot
forget about the
standalone.
best 3D animation, Ultraman.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Christ!
Running at a solid 12 frames a second.
Yeah, at least there wasn't that many frame rate dips when we were watching this film.
I don't think there were any really.
It was.
I tried a couple of frame rate dips, but that's only because I'm really getting an eye for that now. But even then, they were minor, and I barely.
It was consistently very good animation.
Yeah.
I did think they did. I think they did a decent job with averting expectations.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that kept him from the game was that the Doctor who rescued Luca after he escaped the temples Dr. Argon.
Yeah.
How did no one guess that twist?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what they kept from the game, which is good.
How did I not get that?
I realised,
Notice.
like,
What, you didn't get
after,
it?
and I was
No, I
just
didn't
like,
notice. I haven't played the game. I was just like, wait, Doctor. Oh, fuck you! Fuck you!
What do you guys think? Okay, I think we got as far as we can without spoilers. Let's go into
Yeah.
spoilers.
What the fuck was that ending? What the fuck was that ending?
It turns out it's a virtual isekai.
What the fuck is that
Calm
ending?
down,
It
calm
was
down.
it was a Pokemon Let's Go ending. It felt like to me. I think that maybe not quite the same, but you know.
I hated that ending
Similar.
so much.
It was shit!
was
It came
kind of-
out absolutely nowhere, made no sense, did not add anything to the plot.
And it took a really great villain.
Yeah, he was one of the best parts about it.
And-
Oh, yeah. And just anime Waluigi.
Yeah, yeah.
That was hilarious. What do you guys think of the fact? I was surprised they had a son partway through it. I was kind of like,
I thought the focus was going to shift to him because he was like the chosen one. And
Well,
then
it does in the game.
I was going to say yeah. Of
so,
course it would,
presumably, does Lucas stop being the main character in the game? And
Yeah.
we.
Yeah.
What was
presumably
different
Alice-
in the game, they have twins, a boy and a girl.
Well,
And let me guess, you can choose which one you want to be.
Yeah.
I remember
I
remember watching the film, and I just thought before he even pulled the sword from its sheath, without even any knowledge of the game, I just thought he's not going to be the hero, is he? He tried pulling it, wasn't the hero. I was just like, I fucking called it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great way of subverting expectations. That fight scene was really good as well. While
Yeah, it was good.
One of the things I'll say is though, when I thought the twist I really didn't like as well was Bianca being from the same clan as Luca.
Yeah.
It's kind of like wait,
Came out of nowhere.
yeah, there's like the whole point of a twist is there's supposed to be a build to it.
Yeah, I feel like I think to put it simply, to say, and let's all say it together, it was better explained in the game.
Yeah.
It was kind of okay. This is what happens when you try to condense a 5-hour game.
That's a really big issue with this. I feel like it should have been longer or like extended to more movies because good God, did not get that much. from
Prince
this.
Henry's out of the film pretty early, and he shows back up at the end.
Or
Yeah.
subtitles call him Prince Harry
Yeah.
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah, that
But
was.
who's Megan?
Yeah.
Oh, I just got it. Incidentally, while we're on the subject, there was a few things about this film that really threw me off. I mean, the ending was one of them. I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of ruined most of the film that came before it.
Yeah.
I hate the thought that I hate the cop out at the end where he just said, "Oh well, none of it was real, but it was real to me."
Yeah, just oh my God. Yeah, we get it. You're an otaku. You're a nerd, like the rest of us. Get over it.
No, it was the ending to Sword Art Online Season 1. That's what it was.
Shut up.
Even I thought, as someone who speaks as gaming as an art form and who believes that it's and who believes that games can be a good way to escape. Even I just thought, yeah, what he's saying is just fucking sad.
Yeah, do you want to know the really funny thing?
But
It's the same plot thing that they did in Digimon World 3 on the
Oh
PS1.
yeah.
except was it better in Digimon 3?
No, Digimon 3 did better.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so what do we think though? I'm presuming the game ends differently.
Yeah.
Of course it will end differently.
How's the game end again?
Basically, the
Yeah, my mic's
hero
gone.
chooses to marry one of 3 girls. They defeat the bad guy. They go to hell, kill the main bad guy in hell, come back and he becomes king of his own kingdom.
But that sounds awesome!
What?
It is.
Why did we not get that ending?
I mean,
Because they wanted to make a film about how great Dragon
Quest is.
Yes.
All JRPGs always have you find God at the end of it. Why
Yeah,
is it?
yeah, yeah.
Or the devil.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why Yossi Fuzo's punctuation described JRPGs as essentially high schoolers using the power of friendship to kill God.
yes, it's accurate.
Very literally in Persona 5's case.
Literally in Persona 5.
Oh,
So excited for the role, by the way. Can't wait!
here's what do you guys thought about? Did you think that the ending spoiled the entire film? I know your answer, Elliot, but
I think the ending is like AI's ending, where it ruins a film.
It made a lot of things just not make sense. Like there were a lot of things that were like, oh, okay, that's a nice little bit. Like for example, that princess subverting his choice to marry, to marry.
I liked that moment.
Because and then it was like, well, you made that choice at the beginning of the game. Like, why would a character who's a part of a program need to act in order to? Why? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That baffled me.
Because it was weird, because when I said to you last night I really didn't like the ending, you were kind of like, really?
Well, no, I'm thinking about it again. Like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was awful. I kind of like. Weirdly enough, I kind of like those kind of endings where it's just.
No, that ending was terrible.
I will say it was brave of them to try it.
Yeah, I'm not
Just
saying.
because it's,
I didn't say it was well executed.
yeah, just
It's brave
no,
of them
just
to try.
because it's brave to for them to try doesn't mean they should have. It's brave to jump into a tiger enclosure and try to beat them up. That doesn't mean you should do it.
And
No,
also,
that's just stupid.
And also,
Yeah.
You look awesome doing it.
And also, just because I like it doesn't mean it was good.
Oh, here's the thing.
So that's my take
Here's
on
the
it.
thing. Here's the thing for me though about it. The fact of the matter is, it's one of those where you just go, I get what you're trying to do, and in a different movie, this would work really well. It's not. That's not a different movie. It's this movie. It's not gonna work.
And it's like the problem is as well. Like, yeah, they try to keep the cast to the minimum, but we still know fuck all about these characters. Even Luca, we know barely anything about him.
I mean, the only people we really learn anything about are Luca, Bianca, and Alice.
Well,
barely even that.
And even then,
Like, what the fuck do we know about Bianca except for the fact that she's now Luca's wife?
But
it was one of those where you just go, I blinked. What, did I miss something?
But if you do look at it in the context of the ending of the game, they are video game characters. So ultimately, we don't need to know that much about them.
It's ultimately this idea of it's more. If I was comparing with say if you're going to do another anime comparison, it's like comparing it with say which is it? Is it Persona 4's anime or is it Persona 5's anime? And in this sense, it's Persona 5's anime. Just get the game plot points out, and we'll just count on everyone that's seen it has actually played the game.
Yeah, but at the same time, people you can just say, well, it's a video game character. Doesn't mean you need to know much about the characters. Doesn't I still want to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hate that. No, I never said that was good. I just said I hate that mentality.
Yeah, well, don't forget that this film took place in real time for the user. So they couldn't have kept him in the pod for 35 hours straight.
In that case,
otherwise he would have died.
in that case, it would have been the shortest JRPG ever.
Yeah, that is a really short JRPG. Also, I'm guessing the moment where he fucks his wife is not actually going to be simulated in the real world.
There's just a camera inside the pod of the guy. Just
no, it's a guy sat outside the pod, slowly starts shaking.
and the people on the outside are like, half a minute? Wow, that's a new record.
No, you just see children point and laugh.
I just hear a figure over the intercom. Clean up.
Clear up in pod 3.
It's that scene from Devilman Crybaby.
It's like, I don't know, when I hear that, I think of that joke in Mock the Week where it just goes, could the people in L3 please stop having sex? Spillage in L3!
I didn't like that the slime was basically Nui from Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just like, where it just goes, I am in fact an antivirus weapon. You must use it. Just like, no, you're not. You're a fucking slime.
Yeah.
I thought Rimuru, you ate. I must be honest though. The thing is, this film more baffled me than it rage-induced me.
I'm gonna say it annoyed me, and then it really made me angry.
It was one of those films where I'm going, I think this is an exact. How many writers did this film have? Because I think it had quite a.
Not sure.
I'll look this one up because I think this was a film. I can't believe this would have been under one writer. This feels like a lot of writers have tried to get their own ideas in. They've put them all in, and too many cooks have spoiled the broth. I'm gonna look this one up because normally that happens, especially if you get. I think if you ever see a film where there's 3 or more writers, that's a worrying sign.
Yeah.
But again,
I will say about the film though.
Oh, it is one.
They cut out the final boss, who just looks like King Piccolo.
Oh,
which
really?
is a shame.
Oh, okay.
why did they?
Fucking Akira.
They only had 2.
You've done this
No.
before.
I can't see. I think it's a bit difficult to get information on this one because IMDb's not great at giving me information on anime films. But it does feel like too many ideas have been brought to the table, and they're so. This is actually I think that comparing these films, compare with Sonic, in the sense of one film. Both of these films are trying to give the fan base what they want. And in one film it's to its improvement, and the other film is to its detriment.
Well,
They're so worried about cutting anything out that they just want to put it all in and squeeze it in. I think if they wanted to do a Dragon Quest film on this bigger scale, they should have done their own thing.
Yeah, I feel like if they wanted to do a Dragon Quest film, they should have. Yeah, they should have either if they want.
So that's the original
Oh,
background
wow.
from Dragon Quest.
I would say
That looks dope. That looks like something straight out of Dragon Ball.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I'd say they should have either done multiple films of a game
And that's
or
his
made
final
different thing.
That's pretty cool.
oh come on, that really is just out of Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, it's just out of Dragon Ball.
Though, so here's the thing.
In all fairness, it was done by Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a rip off it, but it is. Akira Toriyama definitely does recycle a lot of his designs.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes, he does.
I mean, there's a reason. But that being said, I don't know. Do you know one of those films where you just go, "Well, I saw it. I'm glad I saw it, but I'm probably never going to see it again."
Yeah.
I'm one of those films that I feel like I got annoyed watching through it. I thought the animation was good, but I'm gonna forget it very quickly.
I didn't like. I liked watching the film, but like I didn't like thinking about the film.
Yeah, that's sort of why.
That's a brilliant analogy for this
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
I like watching it. I don't like thinking about it in any sense of the word.
It was just, I was there for the spectacle. I appreciate that it's a well-loved franchise, but obviously for me, like just seeing it wank itself off was a little bit, but then it was just like, okay.
Poor
it's kinda
choice of
cool.
words.
Yeah.
And,
That's true,
I think it's also rather baffling that they released this so soon, close to Castlevania Season 3 coming.
Yeah.
Because I think in terms of people that love video games, more people are going to check out Castlevania.
Hell, people who love anime more gonna check out
People
Castlevania.
who love dark, like horror-based, like any kind of series, I think.
I mean, we'll give our
Castlevania.
thoughts. We'll probably talk a bit about Castlevania Season 3 next month.
Yeah.
But,
I
mean, it's pretty sure we're going to.
I do think Dragon Age, Dragon Quest is probably
Dragon Age, that's an
the
EA
same thing.
game in Twonk.
That's been on the tip of my tongue all day. I don't know what. I do think that this film was made for dedicated fans of the franchise.
At the
Am I
same
right
time,
in
though,
saying that?
it'll probably piss them off.
Oh yeah, no, I've no doubt about it.
I mean,
but like it is basically just like
Which-
this is like a celebration of our achievements of like such a important game. Basically.
it just I think I would have liked this film a lot more if it didn't have that ending.
Yeah.
I would have.
Yeah.
Gemma was a
Yeah,
great
I
villain.
mean,
I must say, it was
with
a
this
good
film,
film.
as I said, I would have just found it an annoying but decent film.
Yeah.
Then the ending.
Then the ending came about, and now I don't even want to be seen in the same room as this film.
No, it's one of those ones where you just go. Everyone tells me an ending can't ruin a movie.
They can.
This film and I think it's called Bright Lights, the one with Cillian Murphy as the investigative psychics.
I've not seen that. Silver. No.
It's the one with Sigourney Weaver.
Red Lights.
Red Lights. That's it.
Yeah.
That film and this film are prime example. An ending really can ruin a movie.
I say another one is AI.
AI is another kind of example.
So kind of
Wasn't it that Bright that had Will Smith in with the orcs?
That's
Yes.
Right,
Right, yeah.
And we've now seen what that film would look like done right. What's it called again?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, no,
Detective Pikachu.
no, it was
Kinda.
Osmosis Jones?
Yeah.
no, Onward.
Ah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I did
It's,
get.
I mean, that's why people were frothing over Bright, is because it's like that's a really cool concept. Unfortunately, terrible execution.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just it's
that's because it went into production without a
yeah,
screenwriter.
I'd say it's like most isekai nowadays. It has a gimmick, but nothing else to go with it.
But the thing is, it's very lazy with its gimmick because it. Lindsay Ellis does an
Yeah, like most isekai.
Lindsay Ellis does an excellent video on Bright. I really recommend checking it out. She explains very well why Bright just does not work in any sense of the word, and it mainly goes down to the fact they were very lazy with their world building. So
Some more thoughts on Dragon Quest.
Honestly, I'm surprised none of us have said Dragon Ball.
Well, the thing is with Dragon Quest, Reece, would you describe yourself as a dedicated fan of the franchise?
I played most of the games. I wouldn't say I was a dedicated fan.
Oh, so it's one of those like you
Still
like
more than most.
Casual fan.
Yeah.
Still more than most.
as a casual fan. What was your opinion on the film?
Just play the game.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It's just bring this game to the Switch and I'll give it.
Not really a fan of Dragon Quest. I'm planning on getting into it. It's kind of new. My thought with it is stay away from this movie. Just don't bother with it. It's just not good.
I must say it's kind of made me look into more about the game, and
I can lend you Dragon Quest 11 when I'm done.
Well, yeah, I'd actually be interested in playing them now. which I think I didn't before. So
I was interested in playing them before.
I think if you want a lighter version of Final Fantasy, you're
Yeah.
going to get an excellent game. I mean, it's no coincidence that both of those games were such a big part of the Japanese RPG scene.
yeah.
But as a film, it looks pretty.
Yeah.
I draw another one from Lindsay Ellis. It looks pretty, but does little as possible.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good summation of this film. Look
Yeah.
pretty,
Yeah.
don't do much.
Yeah.
So that's it's been an excellent month for us, but we have to move on to next month when we're going to be talking about our favourite anime of winter.
I thought we were going to be talking about the Crunchyroll Awards.
Oh yeah, well that's fine. Let's talk Crunchyroll and Annie Trending Awards. See what our thoughts are on those ones. So, what do you guys think of the Crunchyroll Awards in the end?
Shit, there was no Gundam nominations.
I thought the nominees were bad, but I think the picks mostly, the winners were mostly alright.
I can't remember.
The one I wasn't too big on was the best antagonist.
Oh yeah, that was
Because
what's the name?
Isabel from
Yeah,
Promised Neverland. Askeladd should have won that.
I get
Yeah,
it.
100%.
I agree. Askeladd should have won that one.
No, because you're wrong, because it should have been Char.
Hey, if Char had been nominated, I would have definitely considered that one.
Yeah.
No, if Sharon Army, I would have still gone with Askeladd.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We'll talk about the other. We'll talk about the Annie Training Awards. But the thing about the thing, Demon Slayer won Anime of the Year. I expected to win that one.
I'm not
Yeah.
surprised in slightest.
But at the same time, I thought it was going to walk away with the awards. It was one of the big winners on the night, but it didn't win as many as I expected it to. It only won 3 awards, which considering how many it was nominated for.
I'm pretty sure Mob Psycho won Best Animation.
Finally.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Considering it lost it at the first Crunchyroll
to
Awards.
Yuri on Ice.
Nice.
Ha!
In all fairness, I do also think Demon Slayer actually deserves to win. Meanwhile, Yuri on
That
Ice.
was very good.
Who would have fucking picked Yuri on Ice over Mob Psycho?
That's the
People
equivalent.
who watch the show and
That's
won't
the
watch other
equivalent
shows.
of at the Oscars when Bohemian Rhapsody won Best Editing.
Well, the only reason Yuri on Ice won so many, and probably especially Best Animation, is because it was only a public vote, and that was the big Tumblr anime. Really, that was the one that everyone was watching.
But here's the thing: Love Is War winning so many was a real surprise for me.
That was a very surprise.
It won
yeah.
3 awards. It was joint first place.
Really?
Yeah, it won Best OP, it was Best ED, Best Couple, and
Which one won Best OP again?
I believe it.
Probably Mob.
Yeah, I think it was Mob, wasn't it?
I think it was Mob that won. I'll check the Crunchyroll Awards, but I believe it was. I wasn't surprised that Chica Dance won
Best
Yeah,
ED.
Best
yeah.
ED.
No one is. No one's
I'm
surprised.
gutted.
by that.
Hands up, who voted for it?
I didn't vote.
What did you
not
vote
at
for?
It's,
Oh, you
people-
did vote all
it's
for it.
because of people like you and that Donald Trump's winning in America.
No, but I don't
You
feel
bloody non-voters.
I don't know.
Mob won Best Animation.
I know that Raftali got Best Girl.
Raftali got Best Girl. Right
Deserved.
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute right
Yeah.
choice. What about Best Comedy went to Love Is War? That was one of its big wins.
Of course, I'm not.
I
surprised.
did vote for it in this category. That was very tempted to vote for Agretzko, but
Oh,
Agretzko.
no.
Quintet.
Oh no, I voted for Kagi.
Promised Neverland got Best Fantasy. I think that's a decent choice.
Personally, I do feel like it probably should have gone to Rising of the Shield Hero.
Drama went to Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
That was a good,
Well, it's obvious choice.
good choice. Opening, yeah, Mob won
Yeah,
opening.
of course.
Was Tanjiro Best Boy or Best Protagonist?
Best Boy, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was Emma who won Best Protagonist.
Yeah, Tanjiro Best Boy.
For
No,
Paul
it
Sutherland.
was...
No,
Senku.
Senku.
Oh,
Senku won
that's
Best
so-
Protagonist.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was
yeah, I'm very surprised by that actually.
Happy though.
Yeah, I can't remember which way around it was.
Best Director, that went to...
Hey, who won Best Male then?
It was Tanjiro.
Tanjiro.
Oh.
Tetsuo Akari and Masahiro Kozuka. I've probably definitely fucked up those names. But Attack on Titan Season 3
One second, let me read it. Read them. Tetsuo Araki and Masashi Koizuka.
I do think Vinland Saga was defensible for Best Director because there was some.
Yeah, I'd say
phenomenal
that.
scenes.
Yeah.
I personally voted for Shinichiro Watanabe for this one.
I
Okay.
vote for Attack on Titan.
I think his direction really elevated it. Best Animation obviously went to Monster 100. Absolute right
What was the
decision.
nominees?
It was Attack on Titan, Demon
Vinland
Slayer.
Saga, Sarazan, My Mob Psycho.
The only one.
Sarah.
Sarazan Mai! Why not? The joke's still going.
Of course it is.
But
Yeah, just look how long Keisuke's been going for.
But here's the thing though, with Sarah, I could. The only one that really should have challenged it there were Demon Slayer and Sarazama, and even then they were very much.
Grand Order. I think Grand Order had pretty
Grand Order was
animation.
good. That was
Yeah,
very
it had
good.
good animation, but nothing else.
It was good.
I'm happy about
Don't-
that.
I haven't finished it.
Adoro
It's
took
not
an
good.
award for character
It's
design.
still going.
I personally vote for.
I'd say I think my vote went for.
my vote was Carol and Tuesday in that one.
Yeah, I think my vote went.
Carol and
for
Tuesday won
Tuesday.
best score, obviously.
Obviously. I actually think my vote for that one went with Kaguya-sama.
Yeah. Fight scene. That was.
Of course, it was
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
But Ren was happy because Japanese voice performance went to.
Bruno Bucciarati. But also, like,
I
I
think-
think.
I think for this. Oh wait, I think for this one, my one was for Yeah, I think mine was
Shihira's second
Shinseiki.
award was Billy Kramitz playing
For the dog.
Naofumi,
Yeah.
which I've actually watched a few episodes of Rising of Shield Hero in dub. He's very good as Naofumi.
I would have voted.
But let's
Matt Mercer as Levi should have been voted. But I'm mostly just saying that
do
because
you
I'm
know
a
what's
Matt Mercer
amazing?
fan.
The Annie Trending Awards, our Anime of the Year won their Anime of the Year, Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Second place was Astra, though, which I thought
Yeah,
was
I
very
saw
interesting.
that.
At the same time, the third place was Sword Art Online.
which
Yeah.
I got so much shit on Twitter
Yeah.
for saying I didn't like season 3 and thought it sucked.
It does suck though.
Yeah, it sucks now. Get out of your mother's basement.
Weathering,
It does suck. Now go outside.
Weathering with You won Movie of the Year. It was really
Not
between that and Promare.
Yeah.
Which would you have gone with?
I always go back and forth between them, but I think I probably would pick Weathering with You just because it's a more consistent
Yeah,
plot.
from what I've seen, I would have gone Pro Man.
Yeah, I think I was going with Promare from what I've seen.
I will say I saw both films for the first time on the same day, so I think I'm right to compare. So, Man of the Year was Senku and Raptalia won Man and Girl of the Year again.
Senku's been getting a lot of like male protagonist awards.
He's a
That's
fucking.
fine.
He's a great
Erwin
person.
won Best Supporting Male. I think Reese said.
Oh my god, couple ship. Are you
Come on,
kidding me?
Come on, like, are you kidding me? Yeah.
I also got shit for that on Twitter because I you know that dog gif that goes really. Someone had a right go at me
Yeah,
for
but like
saying that.
seriously.
For reference for the camera, best ship was Nishikata and Takagi from Teasing.
And
Master
people say, oh, they're a
Tsugagi's
really good one. I'm like,
Yeah, best
there's
one
no
not
was
even a couple.
best one was Mafuya and Mafuyu and Uenoyama from Given.
I think I voted. I believe I voted.
Actually, no, mine wasn't. Kaguya and was Kaguya
I
Thingamajig
think
from
I voted
Kaguya-sama.
Kyo and Toru from Fruits Basket in that
Actually,
one.
yeah, even that way better.
Yeah,
What about Supporting Girl of the Year? Ai Hayaka. What do you mean?
That
way
was
there,
my
Dan?
choice.
Yeah,
was-
I didn't mean to include.
that was my
even.
pick. That
That one was my pick. Love is War took Supporting Girl for Ai Hayakasa, which I think is a good choice.
yeah.
Aspect Awards, Carol.
It should have been Philo.
I was really glad Astra
Yeah.
won here. Best adaptation. Original anime went to Carol and Tuesday. That was a good choice.
Nice.
Demon Slayer won animation and sequence effects. I mean, probably should have gone to Mob Psycho 100, but it's not a bad choice. Doctor Stone, character design. Again, the character design of Doctor Stone is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. one.
Those faces, some of them are pretty weird.
Ensemble cast. I'm not sure Love is War really deserved that one. Vinland Saga, Unseen Visuals. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Soundtrack, Promised Neverland. Very interesting choice there. Piece of Domestic Girlfriend won Best OP. Wrong choice.
Why does no one pick Promised Neverland?
Can I just say though, I don't mind Sword Art Online taking ED because that was a decent ED.
It should have been Kaguya-sama.
It should have been Kaguya-sama.
It should have been Kaguya-sama.
I'm so surprised that's the one time the Chica Dance didn't win.
I'm
Yeah.
gutted. What was that show that Hitori Bochi? I'm gutted the ED from the Wa
Wa ha
wa
de ba
Sugoi
de
de Didn't go
I'm
through.
gutted that didn't get any.
Drama of the year went. So action anime of the year went to Vinland Saga. Kaguya-sama took comedy.
Not surprising.
Promised Neverland took drama. Fantasy and Magical Anime went to Fate Grand Order. Really weirded out by that choice.
really.
Astra winning mecha or sci-fi anime.
You,
Should have been Gundam.
It wasn't even
I
nominated.
thought you were going to say that.
Konoha Tamare won music anime.
But
Really?
Carol on Tuesday? Where's
Yeah.
Carol on Tuesday in that one?
Yeah, Carol and Tuesday really should have won. I
Well,
thought
at least Given.
Yeah.
Mystery or Psychological Anime of the year, that went to Astra. Quintessential Quintuplets took Romance Anime.
I think Psychological should have
Oh,
been.
for God's sake, that was the wrong choice.
Yeah, I think Psychological should have been Promised Neverland.
Takagi-san won Slice of Life Anime of the
Come
year.
on, Hitori
Oh,
Bochi's
come
so
on.
much better.
Come
than
on,
that.
come
How
on.
Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? And My Roommate is a Cat was nominated in that category.
Yeah,
Uh,
My Roommate's a Cat. Kaguya-sama Lover's War.
Stars Align should surely that's better than How Heavy the Dumbbells.
Yeah,
Are.
Yeah, I would definitely take that over
Yeah,
that one.
definitely.
But that being, in spite of its terrible ending,
Yeah.
And Demon Slayer winning Supernatural Anime. Yeah, that's the right choice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
obvious.
Personality Award, voice acting performance. Demon Slayer's Tanjiro actor took
Natsuki Hane.
Natsuki Hana. He took the best male voice actor performance.
Wow. And
Boogie Pop from Boogie Pop and others.
Aoi Yuki.
Which, I mean, good choices on that front. Those were two good performances.
I don't know about the Boogie Pop.
But Villain,
Yeah, not the Boogie
but
Pop.
it did appear the three big winners on the night were Vinland Saga, Love Is. There was four big winners really here. Demon Slayer took quite a few, but it seems like the big winners were Astra and Vinland.
Yeah.
They seem to be the ones that got the most. I mean,
Promised Neverland got quite a few.
let me see. How many did Astra took? 1, 2, 3. It took 3 awards, I believe.
And Shield Hero only took 1.
Should have only took 1. That was really surprising.
Yeah.
But I think.
How many did Promise Neverland take? It took 1, 2. I only took 2 awards. One, drama and
Soundtrack.
Oh.
Carol and Tuesday only took 1.
Oh, come on.
That was the wrong choice. Demon Slayer. How many did Demon Slayer take?
A few.
1, 2. Oh, hang on, it's got more than that. I said Demon Slayer way more than that. So 1.
Because it's voice actor,
Yeah.
animation.
Supernatural.
It took 3.
Yeah.
Took 3 awards.
I'm surprised there's not a category for shonen.
1, 2.
considering
Only
it's, like,
3 for Vinland
the
Saga
most
though.
popular genre.
Kaguya-sama took a few.
Well, yeah, because it just got dominated by One
1,
Punch Man Season 2.
2, 3.
I'm relieved that there's no nomination there.
So yeah, the big winners on the night were Astra and Love Is War.
Had the show been better? I wonder if.
How do you guys feel about the fact Astra
if-
and Lost in, and
One Punch
Astra Lost in
Man-
Space and Love Is
Okay.
War were the big winners on the night?
Okay, sorry. I
Meanwhile,
was starting
Ren
your
shoved
point
it to
there.
the
What were your
corner.
point?
I was just going to say, I wonder if Attack on Titan, if One Punch Man Season 2 had been better, if that would have got nominated for more character design. Because there are some fantastic
I
designs.
think it would have if they got better, if the animation
Yeah.
was better.
But the character designs even in that season weren't that great.
Well, no, I mean, if it was done right, it
How do you guys feel about the fact that Kaguya-sama and Astra were the big winners on the night in that?
Very
one?
happy with Kaguya-sama getting attention.
Well, Astra was one of my favourites of the year, so I'm
Yeah.
quite glad it did very well. I mean, I even spoke highly of
I'm
it.
happy with that actually.
Um,
I think Kaguya-sama, like, for all I thought it was very underrated, but I don't think it deserved to win as many
it's
as
weird
it got.
because I feel like
No, I disagree. I'd say
So-
it got, like, just the right
well,
amount of awards.
I think I was happy with the overall results with Annie Trending's awards. I think I think some of the winners infuriated me more in the Annie Trending awards.
Yeah.
And
Like,
so-
for example, Sword Art Online actually
Yeah.
getting wins.
The fact that I kind of just gone to a stage now with Sword Art Online fans where I'm just going, you can have it.
Yeah, you just...
I'm just.
There's enough of you. I'm not willing to argue.
Yeah, you just sit there and
I'm
just say,
fucking done
what, you
arguing
just
with
say,
you.
well, a lot of people like 13 Reasons Why.
Although that does more harm.
The SAO fans are like the frat boys who don't socialise outside of themselves.
No, I think I don't think that's correct. I think the SAO fan base are in a position where I think they're in a position where they are genuinely enjoying it, but I think they are ignoring a lot of the flaws with the show.
Yeah.
I think
Just like Undertale fans.
like a good example, especially when it comes to Sword Art Online, is Sword Art is a season 3 of Sword Art Online was getting an incredible amount of love and overshadowing everything in the same season that Food Wars and My Hero Academia were out.
and those two were doing much better jobs in evolving their shows.
Yeah, like good God, I finally caught up with My Hero Academia. Do you guys not see the fight between Deku and Overhaul?
I think it's because
Overhaul, sorry.
I think it's because My Hero Academia has done so well the last few years that people are a bit less inclined to vote for it.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. It's got to the stage where I knew it was going to get to, where it's finally starting to get a backlash, and people saying, "Oh, it's overrated." And
No, it's
Yeah, people aren't saying that about Sword Art Online.
yeah, but the difference is you've got two camps of Sword Art Online. You got the people that love it and the people that hate it.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of somewhere in the middle with it.
I'm more just someone who's tired of it.
Yeah, no, there are good points.
I mean, the
about
good
that.
news.
It's
The
not
good
like
news is
everyone
with Sword Art
knows
Online.
it.
I think they're getting to the end of the arc with this new one that's coming out.
It didn't need to be 50 episodes.
Like this arc, but this has been a very long arc, and I'm really tired of it. and they blew it early on by revealing too much about what was happening.
Isn't it longer than like the entirety of the anime that we've had thus far, apart from
It's
films?
no, it's the exact same as the anime.
See, did we need that?
No, we didn't. And the thing
No.
is, this would have been better if they hadn't blown it and told us so much so early on.
exactly.
But we'll be. So we need to actually go away and catch up with Summer Anime because we're going to be doing the best of winter.
We are all very
I
behind.
am so
I'm
behind.
massively behind.
I am so.
We were
I'm
going to
so
try and
behind.
we were going to try and do 2 in March to make up for it, but we're all so behind
Yeah.
on our winter anime that we said no. We're going to have to wait till we're going to have to do it in April.
I'll be honest. I don't have an excuse except for the fact I've been creating a D&D game. I have no excuse.
I mean, I could do it this month. It's just,
No,
I
I'm-
just need to catch
I
up.
know we're going to do it early April.
Okay.
Well, there's enough time to catch up.
Yeah, because I haven't even started the Funimation exclusives yet.
No.
All I'll say is
I've watched about 2
I recommend
shows.
can I recommend Darwin's game. I feel that
I've
was
seen that on
fun.
Crunchyroll.
One of the
it's
ones,
got 4
the
episodes.
Funimation exclusives I'm really enjoying at the minute are Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, which I know it sounds awful, but I promise you it's really good.
I've heard good things about that. Actually.
Smile Down the Runway's been a real surprise how much I've enjoyed that one.
The one about the girl with the defense. That's been getting good reviews.
Oh yeah, Boff. I can't remember what it's called, but it's
I can't.
Yeah, I know the one.
the Max Out Defense. Yeah, it's all right.
It's basically Shield Hero, but more isekai-like, I would think.
Yeah. It's been getting a lot of nominations for the best girls.
Id Invaded has been excellent. That's on Funimation.
Railgun T's come back after the coronavirus shutdown.
Yeah, that was surprising. But
That's
again,
really
we're gonna.
good.
I mean, I'm watching like 20 anime this season. So we'll,
And I'd like to apologise now. I don't think I'll be able to catch up with Haikyuu. There's
That's fine.
so many episodes.
and of course,
I'll just read the manga at some
and
point.
of course, there's been excellent stuff like
I'll read the hentai.
excellent stuff. Excellent stuff on Crunchyroll, things like Inspector, Science
Yes.
Types, Keep Your Hands Off
Inspector's been
Isekai,
great.
Somali and the Forest Spirit.
Keep your hands off Gwen.
Yeah, Calvin keeps saying it's basically us
I-
if we made a manga
It's
anime.
brilliant.
Yeah, especially the whole second arc. It's just them making a mecha anime
Yeah.
short. And I was like, yes.
I really want to cross-play the tall one with the teeth and the glasses.
I will tell you right now, though, the strain. I think it's going to be an interesting season. So we'll be back next month to talk about it. But we'll see.
Michelle.
But we will see you again. But we will all see you in a month's time, right back here, and it's going.
Well, possibly not back here. Probably back in the office.
Depends what days we can do. But
Yeah.
we'll talk.
Everybody
shall
was kung fu fighting.
We're going to be saying good. We're going to say goodbye right now. So this is not a bitch for me to edit.
Goodbye.
So
I will be anyway.
Bye. I'll be saying goodnight.
Adieu.
Good.
I
To
can't
you.
remember
And you.
yours.
And you who?
Go turn off the camera.